But his whiz, I was like,
Look.
The choreography was terrible. I'm joking.
LOL. No, that was like my first. I don't know, but I was mad. Period. I was like, why are you going? But Davis's like set design and stuff gave like the movie.
Yeah.
You know, so it was like okay, like why were all four of the main characters were silver.
Yeah.
Like everyone was the Tin Man.
Yeah.
Which was like low-key tea, but like not quite. But he pissed me off with that show too. Like I ended up being one of the assistant directors and then later choreographer of the show. And when I tell you there was someone that was supposed to be in the cast that ended up not keeping their grades up, so they were dropped from the cast. And then Clegg was like, we'll make them an assistant director.
I remember. Yeah.
I was fuming. I was like, you know how disrespectful that is to your assistant directors? That somebody that you worked with them to cast, that then loses their position in the cast. You're like, we're just going to throw them in there with you.
Do you know why, like I'm just asking, like, do you know why he did that? Like, do you know, like, what was his thought process? Like, oh, I need more black voices? Or, like, oh, like...
Child, that was my job at the time. But you know what it was? I talked to him about it, and I was like... He was like, I'm sorry that you feel disrespected. And then he was like... I think particularly he just wanted them to still be a part of the show. But also, he was like, well, I prayed about it, and that's what I came up with. Like, that's what he felt like God was telling him needed to happen for that show. And I was like... I think that's the moment when I was like... I can't blame God, so... I will just suck it up and deal with it. But I think that show was big for me because, like, when I tell you, our choreographer was new to musical theater, like, original choreographer, and so...
Brandy?
Oh. And so she, like, it was 2 weeks before the show and there was no choreo done. And I was like...
She did good at Mermaid.
But also... That was also...
Did she do Under the Sea?
You guessed it, Under the Sea.
Oh.
And y'all did...
Yeah, we did.
What is it?
Positivity.
Yes.
That was crazy. Because she did the first half. She did the first half, and then after that, like, she didn't give us anything. And then I always said...
It
was a great process because, like, I think so. Alex was still learning tap, so anything that we gave him, he followed directions very well. But it was pretty much me, Landry, and Jeremy, and God bless us, we did it.
That's that collaboration.
We collaborated, and my favorite story is about how we came up with the ending.
Yeah. I
love the original ending of the show where they do a flap. Da 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 flap on chain da 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 da, and so we didn't want to. I like that one. They came up with 2 other ideas, and then we kind of just merged them. It was like, this is Gabe's choreography, this is Landry, do it Alex, end with Jeremy, and it was like perfect. It was like da da da, and it was so fast paced.
It was,
and like we just I look at the video every now and then.
I remember seeing it for the first time, and I was like.
And I was a little bit bummed when we didn't get selected for recital, but I understood why. He wanted the movie songs, like what everyone is used to.
I was surprised when we did get selected for recital. Because the show was... No, I'm thinking about The Wiz. Yeah, no.
Boy,
who ended up doing it? It was Angela, and then like I came in and did the scene before it, and Under the Sea, and then we did Under the Sea.
It was Under the Sea and Part of Your World.
Right, yeah.
And Poor Unfortunate Soul.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That costume was
funny.
The whole show.
And the set actually was my favorite. Her set was my favorite.
I think it worked very well.
The entire show was a mess. But I did great. I was robbed.
What do you mean? I think I was low-key robbed too. But you can tell why you were robbed.
I was robbed.
Because you won the award.
What award? Oh. Yeah. Sorry. My bad. No, I'm talking about applause awards.
Oh, yeah.
Because my character was put under leading actor.
Yeah.
Why? why was Scuttle a leading actor?
And let me tell you why. Because under Applause Awards thingies, it puts you under leading actor because in the actual production you have 2 songs.
Yes,
but you didn't get your.
But I
second
didn't.
song
So I should have been classified as a supporting actor.
Because that's why I was in the same category.
And if I got supporting actor, but you got Under the Sea and Kiss the Girl.
Right, which is like why it made sense.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Sebastian made sense. He's a lead. Great, perfect. If I was under the featured actor or supporting actor category,
you would have swept.
I would have swept. I would have swept. How do you put Scuttle against Jack Kelly? Like, makes no sense.
Yeah, no.
But I would have gone far. I would have gone far, if not to the Jimmys. I feel like I would have gone to the Jimmys.
I can see that.
If I got nominated for featured actor or supporting.
Agree. Yeah.
That was my favorite role, and I didn't know rehearsing at all. Like, for Scuttle, I did nothing. It just came to me.
I agree. I think so much of like that show in itself was like created in the rehearsal room amongst the actors, because even like I feel like direction as far as like being in rehearsal and being directed to blank blank blank.
Yeah.
I feel like there wasn't a lot of that.
Yeah,
like it was low-key us on stage playing.
And it was like, no, what I'm saying is like, I've crafted characters before. Like I've crafted characters meticulously. And like every choice has a meaning. I have done that, but with Scuttle, like I said, wow, like any moment like I could, like I was just stupid, and like I just had fun, and I think to this day technically that was my best role. Like if you like, I think that was like my peak was Scuttle. Like
maybe not peak, but like
no, I think it's peak.
A mountain amongst the range.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, one of the earlier mountains.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was,
Do you see yourself like performing professionally, like performing professionally?
No,
really?
No, I don't.
I think you have the capacity to, but I think it's about what you want.
Thanks. No, I don't. I want to direct professionally. I think, not to like toot my own horn, but I think my perspective on things is very interesting.
I agree.
And if I got the resources and the people who really want to work, I think I have the ability to create something beautiful. If you allot me the talent and the resources, and I think I could make something work. I'm just tired of the kids at summer. I'm tired of kid theater.
And it's funny too because the adults low-key be just as bad as the kids.
Yeah, and I forget that.
No,
and then I work with
worse.
adults, and then I'm like, children are simple.
Right. You're mad because someone took your peanut butter and jelly sandwich at lunch.
Yeah.
Not because you're like on your 3rd marriage and like now.
Yeah, to go. Yeah. I do really like youth theater, but like I just need like a change every once in a while.
Yeah.
So like when I'm working with kids, I just need to work with adults for like a moment, and then if I'm working with adults, I need to go back to like the basics with the kids.
Yeah.
I think it's very refreshing to keep myself on my toes, as opposed to just feeling comfortable in one thing and then just sticking with that.
Oh yeah. You should never get comfortable in this business. Because that's exactly what.
But yeah, I definitely want to direct. I don't know about performing. I take things personally, and I stress myself out. Like, even at the Lacage auditions, I immediately overanalyzed the situation. I said, for the lead character, there are 3 white boys, all over 6 foot, and 1 Gabe, who is short and brown. I was like, there's no possible chance. And so, I started analyzing, and I was just like, you know what, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna audition because obviously I have no chance here.
Yeah. Do you feel like being like a brown boy in theater is like, because I feel like when we get into high school, I feel like I remember the moment when you realized you were a brown boy in theater.
Yeah, I always was privileged in the sense of I'm a male. In the male, you get a lot more opportunities, and I can say that, you know, I'm a guy in theater. I have gotten so many opportunities. Sometimes I feel like not because of my talent, but because I'm simply a man.
Yeah.
And I remember when I looked in an audition room, and it wasn't the diversity I was used to.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wait, this is weird. Why am I getting this weird feeling? And then I remember discovering like, oh, like it's it is like this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I was used to Young Actors Company where you have to work with what you have, and unfortunately, it's a brown kid,
right.
you know?
And in Florida, like,
yeah,
you got a lot more people of color than you do.
Yeah, in Kissimmee, where we're from,
Yeah.
Osceola County is 70% Hispanic.
Yeah.
Which is a crazy demographic. 70% Hispanic.
You don't see that like many other places.
Yeah, and so when I auditioned and I was one of the only people of color, I kept getting paired with the people of color because we were supposed to play a family. Mm-hmm. It was me and this black girl. They kept pairing us together, and they wouldn't let me read with anybody else. Like I felt stuck like with this other actress, and God bless her. I don't know where she is today, and I don't know if she saw it like how I saw it, but like in that moment, huh?
Do I know her?
No. I auditioned with her one time for the show,
gotcha.
and it was just crazy. And I remember in that instance, I was like, also like I was asked to be like more Hispanic in my audition for that show. In the Heights. Like at the audition, I was asked to like be more Hispanic, and I've never been asked that before. And I think that I am Hispanic. I'm an Afro-Latino, and like I always get this like weird thing because like I'm not really one of anything. Like I'm not dark enough to be black, but then I'm also like I don't speak Spanish, so then I'm not Hispanic. But then I'm also like not white because I don't look white. So it's like like my features are like I'm ambiguous, and so that also kind of works and is its own privilege in its way.
Right.
And so then I've also gotten the struggle of I have been cast in shows, but then I feel like I've been cast in shows because of my diversity, and that was the diversity hire.
Yeah.
So I think that like my perspective on race in theater is very unique, and yeah. Crazy, right?
I think it's also weird because like you see shows where like your race is like necessary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're
But if it's a show about singing Nazis,
right?
Then like it's a singing Nazi.
Yeah.
Nazis don't sing.
Right.
I could be a Nazi.
Right.
Whoa. Cut.
But in reference to like the Sound of Music, like it's not even like race; it's like ethnicity at that point.
Yeah.
Like, and then it's like, how can you see that on stage? When echo. But how can you like really like see that on stage?
Yeah.
Which is why people kind of get in trouble with like West Side Story, because it's like there are white Hispanic people and there are like black Hispanic people and there are people that look Hispanic within itself.
Yeah.
So then it's like, and then like are the Jets. And then it's like, well, you can't really cast anybody but like cis white people as the Jets because it's white people, and then
yeah, that's why I think West Side Story is also very interesting, and In the Heights also very interesting.
Yes.
In the Heights less so because it's a celebration as opposed to In the Heights, which is this clash of race. I would love to direct that show one day.
In the Heights?
Yeah. Because like it is true, and something that is super profound about the show that I'm in right now, Lacage. So the premise is that you have this straight passing couple. But it's
I've never heard of
it's an older man with an older drag queen.
Wow.
So when that person is in drag, he kind of looks straight. And so how does the perspective from this guy who can pass as straight versus this person who is so obviously gay?
Yeah.
Like how are they both viewed when they're in the same relationship, but they're both viewed in two completely different ways?
Right.
And so I think race and ethnicity are exactly like that. You know, I'm racially ambiguous, so directors kind of abuse that sometimes, and
or like misunderstand it.
Yeah, and misunderstand it and misrepresent.
Yeah.
But I would love to be in a show that like celebrates the fact that I am different. I am white for a dark person or dark for a white person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, someone told me they're like, oh, you're not a dark white person. You're a white dark person. I said, what? It's just a nicer way of saying I'm
whitewashed.
Yeah, that I'm whitewashed. So I'm like, whatever.
Which is like a stupid term in itself because like, the way you act is based on like the life you've lived. You know what I mean? Not like what makes up your DNA. So it's like, but people interchange those things.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the one all the people want to know about. Gabe. So we beefed through freshman year. No, we beefed through the second half of freshman year and the beginning of sophomore year. And then So y'all, the camera died for the second time. But we were gonna get into this age-old question about why Gabe and why Gabe and I were like enemies through half of high school and low-key middle school too.
Yeah.
Because I was definitely not happy when you won Color Wars cheer over me. I was very upset.
My 7th grade year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn, okay. I didn't know you existed that year.
No, because I ran against you and they voted for you.
Oh.
And then,
my bad, I guess.
And yeah. But it was low-key like a good moment because we lost that year. And then we won the next year. And then you looked at me and you said, Billy, you did it. And I was like...
So he just said my failures was a good thing for you.
No, I think it was like a full circle moment because like I got to kind of see like your heart.
Yeah.
For the first time.
I mean, like, I'm sorry that I beat you, I guess. But I honestly didn't know I was running against you.
Thank you.
And I guess I won, and it was my first year going off, and I won.
No, but I think...
That's your fault, I guess.
I think that's low-key, like, that was low-key my beef, too.
Oh.
Because you were,
that was
like...
your villain era?
Like, that was when, like, the plot
kind
of started.
Yeah.
Because it was giving, like, this new guy then came in, and I think your POV was, like, I'm gonna have dancers acting. Right, yeah. And I'm gonna have this, like, the orchestra majors singing and yada yada. And it was like, I want to make a name for myself. And I was like, ugh, this guy, like...
Stupid. In my brain, I thought I was running against Destiny.
You were. I think you were running against both of us. And both of us lost to you.
Okay, but, like, my brain was like, Destiny was my competition.
Mm.
Sorry. No TTU. But I thought I was running against Destiny, and then when I won... I literally grabbed Destiny and I was like, so what are we gonna do? Like, and like I used her as like
choreo and stuff.
Like not even choreo, but like I asked her, I said, what are your opinions? Like I know that you lost, but like this isn't a losing battle.
Right.
Like we both won in the sense of we're both opinions are gonna be heard.
See, from a young age, this one right here.
I was an innovator since day one. No, that shit was.
And then homegirl was like taking interviews of people talking about. Why did you at the end of Color Wars, why did you dislike Gabriel Bermudez? And you had left and like, homegirl was like, I don't remember her name. Somebody.
Jasmine?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Probably. And she was like recording people like saying bad stuff about you. And she was gonna like take it to the office or whatever.
Y'all she was like on my side, like trying
because some people were like, people were mad that day, like so mad. People were ripping stuff in half, and she was like recording it all. Like
what happened was the wrong audio track was sent to Miss Sysock.
Yeah.
Or Miss Smith. And so they used the wrong audio track, and I said, no, that's the wrong audio track. This is the right audio track. And so we had the wrong audio track, and then totally messed up everything. Which is my fault. Like, I'll take ownership. But I was also in 7th grade, so I don't really care.
Right. What are we going to do about it now?
Like, it was my first directing gig. I was in 7th grade, and I up. I'm sorry.
Oh, well.
My bad. But no, like, I'm sorry that was your villain era.
No, I think I was just jealous.
Oh, I'm sorry, I guess.
I was jealous of the people that I had known for, like,
I'd be jealous of myself, too.
Picked you over me.
Oh.
But, like...
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I didn't like you. Well, so we got, like, freshman year when we both got into drama, we both had the same mentors. Justin and O'Hara.
I was a wreck.
So...
You were their favorite. Hands down.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
And I was mad about it because they knew me I've been close with them.
Yeah, they knew you.
Right. And they loved you.
I only worked with O'Hara once. Before that.
Yeah, but it was like a moment.
Yeah, me and O'Hara acted together, which was crazy. Like I was like working with my mentor. Anyways, but like I didn't like you my middle school years, and I started like kind of connecting with you and kind of like seeing you for yourself because of my own, I guess, inferior thoughts about like where I was coming from. So like I literally like, no offense, like no, like I was wrong, and I accept that I was wrong, and I will tell you that I was wrong, but like I thought you were making fun of like ghetto culture whenever you would like switch to like
Oh.
Whenever you would like code switch.
I remember hearing you say this.
And so like I'm like, oh, he's like pretending to be black, and it's like making me mad because I grew up like in a ghetto community where like that's how my brothers talk. Like if you met my brothers, you would not think that they're my brothers.
Interesting.
So like I thought that like you were imitating that to like make yourself look cool.
Wow.
And so it just like rubbed me the wrong way. And like obviously we both have our own privileges.
Yeah.
We both. I am not a black male, so I mean I am an Afro-Latino, but I am not perceived as a black male the way that you are perceived as a black male.
Yeah.
So the way that we both get discriminated against are going to be two different kinds of discrimination,
right, yeah.
but discrimination nonetheless.
Period.
Crap
on a stick, crap on a plate.
Yeah, like
it's so
different plate, different bowl, but whatever,
right.
It's still crap. And so when like you didn't have to worry about moving.
Yeah. Because
you have a better financial situation than I do. In this nice, amazing house. This is cool. It's like the biggest house I've seen.
I don't even know what to say. Thank you.
You're welcome. Like no, like own it. Like if you got it, you got it. Like
my
don't
mama,
even.
She's working.
She's a work hard. Yeah, and she deserves that, and she deserves the right to live the way that she does, and so do you. You know She made that life for you.
Right, yeah.
And so, own that.
Because she grew up moving a lot. You know what
Exactly,
I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And so, like, I grew up with, you know, a single mom with 4 brothers in bad neighborhoods because that's all we can afford. And my father coming in and out of my life. And I saw you as somebody who was trying to act like me. And I thought it was like offensive.
Yeah.
And so I didn't understand that like code switching was a thing at that time. I mean, even though I myself would like act one way with my brothers, and then I would have to hide who I was at school. And then I see Billy, and he's normally this way, but then when you're with a group of people, you like turn on like a voice. And then like I just couldn't like, I was like, oh, that's like, but it took me a while to understand like,
the comfortability level and
like now I too sometimes maybe like when I'm with my family I see myself switching back to like my roots of like this is how my family talks, I have to act this sort of way and reach these standards, but then I don't act that way anywhere else. So my code switching is literally just 2. And so, like, I feel like you have more switches than me.
I may have like 8 or 9. Not even gonna hold you.
And so,
but yeah,
like like I know who Billy is. Like I know who I feel like I know who the real Billy is. Like, cause like you said, like I've seen the heart of you and you've seen the heart of me. Like I feel like I know who the real Billy is, and it would just rub me the wrong way whenever I saw you being somebody that I thought you weren't. And it took me a while to be comfortable with that, and so. Mind you, I'm in middle school, so this is how I'm feeling in middle school, so it's not valid. I mean, I guess it's like a little valid, but like, I wasn't turning on my lens of seeing it through your angle and seeing it through your eyes. And that wasn't something that I learned until freshman year when I did start to get to know you and understand a little bit why that was the case.
Right.
So that was the first time that me and Billy...
The first beef, right.
The first beef. Of why I wasn't the biggest fan of Billy until freshman year.
Right, and then I'll start the second one because we had a common acquaintance at a time.
They were a friend.
Yeah, we were closer with them, and I think this is when they kind of chose their side, if that makes sense. But I was talking my crap, you know, as one does when they're. Have a little, you know what I mean? Got cast in a show and think they doing a little something. And so, cause my ego was a problem back in the day. Not gonna hold you. But essentially, Gabe was working on this like project, and you had actually invited me in on the project, and I wasn't like super keen on like joining you. But this other person, the person I was just talking about, asked me how I felt about it, and I was like, well, I think Gabe is just kind of like asking for attention in a certain way. I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was something along those lines. So then. That person decided to relay that information. So I felt like I was set up in a way, but like it low-key doesn't sound out of character for them to set me up. You know what I mean? So like I sure did make my little stamp on that conversation, and that stamp it began to fuel the rest of like I guess like the beef amongst me and other people too.
Yeah.
Because trendsetter, innovative, etc. So like I feel like people are already kind of seeing your vision for things, and so they wanted to jump on the train with you, and so I wasn't on that train. So it was giving like I was like the opposer, I guess is what it kind of was seen as.
Okay.
So, granted, like I feel like all of those people that like had an opinion about something that wasn't even that they weren't even involved in, kind of like quieted when we were cool. Mm-hmm. But like I feel like in the midst of it, people kind of picked their side, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it. Like when we were in high school, especially like young high school.
I mean, and we were in COVID, half of it too.
Yeah, yeah. So it's all behind screens. But yeah, like when they see something to pick sides for, people are gonna pick sides, and that's unfortunate because half the drama doesn't even involve them.
Right.
And then like, it is partially my fault because I did feel blindsided because
we were getting closer.
We were getting closer, and I was at the point where I could call you my friend, and tea with Gabe is I don't really consider a lot of people friends with me. Like for the longest time, the acquaintance that we were talking about, I didn't even consider them a friend until a year or two after we've already been like consistently hanging out.
Yeah.
Like I thought they were my partner's friends, or I thought that they were like friends of a friend, or someone that I'm just hanging out with.
Yeah.
And so it was at the point where me and Billy were like, we've been distanced because of the COVID. Yeah. So we've had our distance, and I kind of not ignored him, but I wasn't giving you attention, and you weren't giving me attention, and then when I did hear back from you, it was because you didn't like the project I was working on. The project was Artistown. I created Artistown.
Right. Founder.
Very cool concept of like doing art in untraditional ways. With. Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever. Gender bending.
Yeah, like, doing it all. Yeah. Which is still going strong today. But like I created this and it was my baby, and it was my opportunity to like express who myself was and what my beliefs were, because I never got the platform to do so. And so when you're really working hard and you're really pouring your love and your passion into something, and then someone that you kind of like just rips that like away from you and then says that you're doing it for attention, it did upset me. And yeah, like I may have said some
Child, we both.
I want to go back on Instagram to see if our conversation.
Oh, it was probably trash. No. I think it was also because I was running for re-election of whatever that year too. Trashed my whole campaign. Sophomore year.
Bro, I don't even know about no campaign.
But
you in this damn campaign. I don't know what.
No, I was president freshman year. Like class president, and then that happened like end of freshman year over the summer. Oh, yeah. So then, like, I was getting backlash because I was running for president the next year.
For sophomore year?
Yeah.
Did I also get that?
I don't know.
I did! Oh.
But I know my running mate dipped and was like...
Who was your running mate?
Bella.
LOL.
So I was literally, because first year, like sophomore year, it was half online, or it was either, you could be online or you could be in person.
Sophomore year, yeah.
Yeah, so I was online the first semester and then in person the second. So I'm online trying to run, and I'm hearing all this stuff coming at me, and I'm like, child, I'm in my room. And all these people are like at school. And like, I was just like, Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, but like me, I get very emotional easily. So like if somebody wrongs me, like I'll tell everybody. I'll be like, no, I'm really upset with this person, and unfortunately, I am a little bit of a leader. So like
whether you try or not, I feel like
it's like accidental. Like I remember when Last 5 Years happened and I quit. I was telling everybody, I was like, yeah, screw this production, blah blah blah, and everyone was like, yeah, tell them, and I was like, wait, maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
That was senior year too.
That was senior year.
That was junior year.
Oh, that was junior year.
But yeah, senior year with thespians. That's what. Didn't you say something and then you started a revolt on accident about something?
Yeah, I just like I don't mean to.
No, it was the Halloween show.
What happened with the Halloween show?
When Neil was like,
oh my goodness! Why did like
you've started like 5 different revolts?
People just like get me mad, and like I tell people how I feel, and I guess I have this way of like saying like where I make other people feel the way that I feel. And then, which is great for a director, but bad for somebody who's upset about something stupid.
Because then you start a revolt on accident.
By accident.
And other people are more down bad for it than you are.
Yeah, and then like, I got crazy people and I have to tell them to be quiet.
Right.
Wow, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yo.
But see, that's the moment where I was like, I need to have Gabe's back. And then I called that meeting in Neil's office. Were you there for that?
Yeah, I remember. I was there for Neil's office.
And then I was like, girl, you can't just do that. And he's like, well, there's nothing we can do. A white male that...
I remember. And
fresh out of school.
I was so grateful for you, even though, like, you weren't able to, like, do anything. The fact that you tried, I was like, thanks, Billy. Because you and me stormed to Mr. Vedder's office.
Yeah.
And you were like...
girl.
Yeah. We went to...
Because then old girl had this imaginary calendar in the air.
Yes.
That she was.
It's not on the calendar. Yes, it was.
It was on her calendar.
Yes.
I don't know where her calendar is because it must have not been in his office.
No. Yeah, and yeah, he's just stupid.
But child, the ups and the downs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they don't even know what's going on.
And then Gabe was doing, Artist Now was producing a Halloween show, and then...
They moved Homecoming to the day of the show. Like, a week before the show. Or, like, they like, moved it.
Yeah.
And so...
And it was on Halloween,
It wasn't even... It was, like, the Halloween show, but it wasn't on Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
But it wasn't even me who caught it. It was my members of Artist Down, where they posted it on Instagram, like, making it official without talking to anybody. And then... all of the comments on it were, well, but what about the Artist Down show? But what about... And then the Instagram was commenting... Everybody was notified. This is a decision, and
And it was a rescheduling, so they rescheduled Homecoming.
Yeah,
they weren't originally conflicted.
Yeah, they rescheduled it, and put it on our date, and we got that date at the beginning of the school year.
Yeah.
And then they spun it as, oh, well, they were notified and they weren't guaranteed, and they're gonna have to change things, and it's like. Me, I have such a busy schedule. Like I have work, I have shows,
and it's a Halloween show. There's only a certain amount of time you can do it.
Yeah.
You can just put it the next month.
Yeah.
Like no one's doing a Halloween show in November, and then we go on no.
Yeah, so that was a mess, and that also created a revolution. My bad.
But these people, bless it.
Don't mess with me, I guess.
But I think backtrack to junior year, and then we had our little tap duet together.
Did that make you mad or no?
No, that was great.
Oh.
I feel like that was low-key like the silver lining.
So what other beef did we have? I feel like we were just on again, off again of like getting annoyed with each other and being cool with each other.
I think so. I low-key think it kind of got better towards the end of high school because we were kind of in our own lanes and we could appreciate each other's work.
Yeah.
If that makes sense?
Like we took a distance and watched from afar.
Yeah, and so like we became like two like adjacent artists that just didn't mix.
Yeah.
And I think that was like better for us at some point.
Yeah.
Cause like even when like I choreographed Lightning Thief, like we wanted you in the show, but it was like
I didn't want to be in the show.
Right. So it was like, you know what I mean, like moments where we could have crossed over, or like The Wiz. You don't want to be in The Wiz. So I think there are moments where it's like we could have crossed over, but I also think that it was smarter that we were away from each other because we kind of got to see
and admired.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then we got to work together during Descendants.
Yeah.
So yeah, oh wow.
Beef squashed?
I think so.
I'm trying to like.
I mean, when the sun has made this video get darker and darker.
Yeah, got two black people getting dark like shadows.
But hey, beef squashed. Y'all seen it here first. That said, you cool?
Waffle House?
Waffle House.
Fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. I was just here for the Waffle House.
Right. I said, you want to talk to me on camera? He said, if we go to Waffle House. So, hey. Thank y'all for watching this video. Tune in next week for whatever I'm putting up next week. Hey y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in for the first half of season 2, aka Summer Vibes. I'm gonna encourage y'all while we're on hiatus, feel free to check out TikTok and Instagram. I'm always gonna be on there sharing it. If you're looking for performance notices, add me on Facebook. I really love interacting with the community there as well. Y'all, I love y'all so much, and I won't be gone for long, okay? So that said, every great thing in this world began with a dream. You know that. So go after your dreams for those that are after you, and I'll catch y'all later. I love y'all so much. Bye, y'all.